me to be.
Welcome to Vonnie Knows Time Unmasked, Women in Music, Part 3. Okay, so this week I had a troll. Same troll as last week, but this week I have ended up blocking said troll. No idea if the troll was a man or woman. My general feeling is definitely a guy. But by the last question they asked me, possible trans guy, because he went down the route of asking me what is a woman. No idea where that came from. I'm pretty sure talking about women in music doesn't mean I put myself out there to talk about that. But in case anybody's wondering, a woman is not a man. Simple answer. Okay, so let's move on to some music. This week I have some amazing music. I had a different lineup for you, but someone posted something in the new Facebook group, which is called Music Time Unmasked. One of the women, her name is Monique Chalk, and Monique put in a live performance of her playing the piano and singing a song that she has written to the memory of her past mother. So it's so beautiful and so on point, and to be honest, it was one of those moments where I actually just stopped doing everything. When I saw this video, I had to stop and I had to watch, and Monique's energy was so perfect and so beautiful and so complete in that moment when she played the piano and sang this song, that I couldn't help but change everything around, and I quickly asked her for a copy of the file so I could actually share it with you guys. So again, you guys are in the absolute luxury. You're about to see something that has not been seen in public before. This is a video that has been made especially for you guys to experience Monique Chalk Hobson personally while she sings this beautiful song of her. It's called Sands of Time. So here's Monique with her song.
I just wrote this. It's called Sands of Time. Once I was a young child, filled with wonder and love. Then I was a young girl, guided by elders of old, following all of their teachings. Their wisdom were pearls of gold. But now I am the old one, bent and riddled with pain. I want someone to sit with, and then it was you that came. Some answers among my vast memories, keeping all my treasures, hopes, dreams, and pictures that last. Keep my thoughts on the good times, my mind wanders through my past. I want to share my memories before I'm ready for home. I need someone to talk with, don't want to sit here alone. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'll shout Ask me all your questions, I'll tell you my truth with no lies. Give me just a moment, I'll show you my patchwork of life. Can't catch time when it's running, no matter how hard we try. We all have a story to share before we die. I need someone to sit with before my sand clock runs dry.
Wow. Monique, honestly, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity as a presenter to be able to present that song for you. I am so blown away by your talent, and honestly, you've got the most beautiful hair. It's lovely and straight, isn't it? So I tell me in the chat if it's natural or not, because it is really, really awesome hair. That's a very female thing to say, but it's true. We do admire each other's different aspects, and Monique definitely awesome piano player, awesome singer, beautiful lady, and beautiful hair. What a great song. Monique, I hope you don't take offense to me liking your hair. Right, so next up, I did want to mention again, I found the song from Monique in the Facebook group. There's a couple of other songs that have been shared in there that I will share with you in the coming weeks. Some of them are from the gents, so because I haven't done a show with the gents in it yet, I haven't had an opportunity to share them with you, but I will. I've got something planned, and actually one of the shows that I've just acquired enough songs for is going to be based around some punk rock. So watch this space for a Punk Rock This Volume 1 show coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so the Facebook group is there. It's called Music Time Unmasked, and if you are watching this show here on YouTube, there is a link below. You are welcome to join us over on Facebook if you want to chat during the week in between shows, showcase any of your music, or maybe have first dibs or first look at some of the music that is maybe being shared that might end up on the show. We've got all sorts going on there. We've got music, we've got poems, we've got little challenges throughout the week, little quotes that might help you get up and get going earlier in the day without having any coffee, and it's just a place for generally good vibes and a safe place to express ourselves. So even if you're not a seasoned artist or a seasoned songwriter, maybe you'll try your hand at something in there, or maybe you'll meet somebody who will be your muse or help you to express yourself in a different way by providing you with some music or providing you with some lyrics or helping you to turn one of your poems into some sort of musical expression. So it's all open, and if you find the group via the link, then maybe you can teach us something that we haven't already thought of over there. That is the Facebook group. Next up, I did want to share with you a song from a most fantastic artist. It's a lady called Celine Ellis. Now, Celine is somebody who I have been in a songwriting group with for several years. And Celine has always been quite consistent, quite a strong songwriter. She generally sits within the country music kind of realm. I like Celine. She's really good people. She's really grounded and really sane. You know, the way a lot of people, they have a lot of ego. Celine doesn't come across that way. And she's been very helpful inside the group, which is called We Write Songs, particularly to allow songwriters to obtain feedback from their peers and make their songs better. So it's a specific group to help each other kind of write, produce and record better music, and it's a really helpful thing. So Celine has been heavily involved in that, and I've heard quite a lot of Celine's music over the years, and one of the girls is knocking at the door, so I am going to have to take a second. So we have a little guest here. She's eating her chicken nugget beside me. Hi. Yes. So Celine's song is called Don't Call Me If You're Gonna Run. Now, I do not have a video sent by Celine at this stage, and she may yet send me a video, so you may hear this one again with her playing it directly. But let's enjoy this one together, and I'm going to put some images here just that suit the video, and hopefully you enjoy it. Here we go.
I'll tell you if you want to play my game. I want someone who'll sweep me away. Shelter in the dark on a rainy day. If you're gonna run, this time I'm done. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. If you're gonna run for the sun. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. Don't call. I got a secret, but you got lies. So sick and tired of your cheap disguise. I want more than you'll ever give. More than a scared little kid. If you're gonna run, this time I'm done. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. If you're gonna run for the sun. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. Just don't call. Don't call me in the middle of the night. Don't call me in the early morning light. Don't call me when you think I'm not at home, because I'm not alone. If you're gonna run for the sun. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. If you're gonna run, this time I'm done. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. If you're gonna run for the sun. Don't call me when you're lonely. Don't call me when you're drunk. Just don't call.
That was Celine Ellis with Don't Call Me If You're Going to Run. So you can hear in that song Celine has some experience of those sorts of people who are actually not very good for you. I still have a little guest here. And yeah, I'm kind of glad, Celine, that, you know, whoever that was that you've written the song about did run, because sometimes it's better that they run away, and it's easier for us to let them go when they make the decision to go themselves. I think those words are definitely wise words for life in general, and if somebody wants to run or wants to do all the things that make you want to run, like drinking too much, then I think we need to listen to that and remember that often when we're younger, we will spend our time in that heartache and in that trying to keep space for people who just aren't ready to have a healthy relationship with us. And I know the thought of ending things in order to save yourself feels selfish. If somebody wants to run, let the fucker, fuck off. On that note, no, I'm not going to play you one of my songs this week. A little bit of punk rock is coming down the line, so watch this space. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe already, subscribe here. And if you're over on Spotify, follow. I don't know where it is on Spotify, but you've got a button somewhere, so don't forget to follow me. Right, I have another little bit of music for you. I'm going to play one more song. No, I'm not. I'm going to do a poem from Janette. So here is Janette with her weekly poem. Guys, do listen. Last week, I did want to say, I fucked up twice. So in the last 2 episodes, I have made a fairly big mistake both times. And I need to apologise to the women who I made the error with on their details. So the first fuck up was Linda de Bruin. So I played a song the first week, which was a song that was written by Linda de Bruin. She's a Dutch lady, along with Anouk Balance, okay? And it was the one about the woods. Beautiful song. Anouk was the artist. But I had mentioned that Linda was using the AI vocals on some of her songs, and that's why I hadn't picked them. I was wrong. It was not Linda. I was actually thinking of somebody else. I made an error. It was me that picked up the error, and I actually sent a message to Linda to say, I said that. I'm really sorry. I'm going to rescind it. And she hasn't responded. So I think I really offended her. But I'm telling you, it was a mistake. Linda does not use AI vocals. She is a songwriter and hasn't been releasing as an artist. So it's an error on my part. So I'm walking that one back. So note that. And then the second fuck up I did, because I fucked up twice, is last week when I put in Janet's poem while I was editing. I edited it short, so you guys didn't get the whole poem. So why don't we do this? I will replay that poem. Yes. Let's play the poem that was meant to be complete last week. I'm going to play you the whole thing. And my apologies, because Janet's stuff is so good. It's not that I didn't notice, it's just that when I do the editing, I don't actually get to watch back the whole show. I only get to see it in pieces. And I obviously made a mistake somewhere. So to rectify that, I'm going to play the whole poem this week. So this is Janet.
When a woman sings with crystal voice, soft tones longing to be heard, close your eyes within her song and visualize a beautiful bird. As the sun kisses the day goodbye, a solitary blackbird sings, raising her voice so clearly as a breeze caresses her wings. A gentle tone opens your heart while whispering to your soul. Words echo in your memory. Warmth within makes you feel whole. A woman's song weaves a spell, captures you with her magic. Without her music leading you, a silent world would be tragic. So we all should take a moment. Let a lady sing her blues. She shines so in her spotlight. With notes, she's paid her dues. Sing softly, little songbird. Cradle us within your breast. Soothing, soulful sounds, so our hearts can finally rest.
Wow, Janet, I am so sorry I didn't get to play all of that last week. I don't think I cut that much off, but it does make way more sense when you get the last couple of lines in there. So if anybody wants to hear more from Janet, Janet is really active inside the Facebook group. So do come along and join us over on Music Time Unmasked over on Facebook, and you'll get to see regular posts from Janet. And even she started posting videos of herself doing poems. So it's lovely to read stuff, especially in the morning. She will delightfully delight us with some of her wordsmithery. And we've got a couple of other artists in the group who are also posting a few little poems here and there as well. So it's really taken off in there. It's really heating up and people are really active in there. I wasn't going to play you any more music this week, but I think I am. I have another one lined up, and it's from a lady called Lena Strange Smith. Lena. I'm saying Lena because my daughter's called Lena, and we spell it with 2 E's, but this is 1 E. So Lena Strange Smith. Lena has sent me over a song called A Song for Rose. So again, I don't have a video from Lena, but I'm gonna put something here for you guys. Maybe I'm going to play it and listen to it with you guys. I think that's going to be a nice way to do it. Now, I wanted to mention with Lena. Lena is also in one of my songwriting groups, and she's also from one of the songwriting courses I originally went on. So a wider network we've actually connected through. I mean, we don't know each other super well, but actually she does have better foresight than me. She's got intuition, because Lena, I did invite her to the Facebook group of the radio station when I joined there, and within the first week, she actually got offended by one of the misogynistic posts that went out, and she posted something up and removed herself. Or I think he blocked her. I think. And I apologized to her at the time, but it didn't dawn on me at that stage. You know, it's so weird how we don't see these things until we step out or until they directly impact us. And obviously the posts were already too triggering and too unhealthy and too sexist. But I, obviously being Irish and having lived in Britain and having worked in male-dominated industries, I'm probably a bit trained to accept, and having worked with Scots and Brits and what have you, I'm a bit trained to accept a certain amount of sexism in jokes, or I was at that stage. And as I mentioned before, I kind of only changed my stance in it when my 5-year-old said to me, but why is it funny that, and she was absolutely right. And Lena also was right. So Lena, and I hope this is not one of my fuck ups, because it might be. She obviously was triggered by it, and right enough. And I should have been more on it at the time. So this is not by way of an apology. This is nothing I can do to apologise for somebody else. But I have total respect for her, because at that stage she was one of the first people to stand up and say, no, it's not. This is not the place for it. And I think she ended up getting blocked. So actually there must have been some feeling, because when I got blocked from the radio station there were some feelings. I mean, I was kind of glad, because it kind of made it much easier for me and made me realise I'd made the right choice. But at the same time, when you get blocked from a Facebook group, if you've ever been blocked by one just for something silly, it's a strange experience to feel ousted, to feel like somebody can just make the decision to remove you from a group which is meant to be public. It's so weird. There's a whole range of emotions and feelings that a person goes through when they've been blocked, and it's a great opportunity for healing, because my belief is when something triggers us and something is painful, that's when we should stop and breathe and become present in ourselves. And actually, on that note, let's play Lena, and then let's talk about breathing. Okay, so here we go. I am going to play her song, and we're going to listen to it together.
I found a stem with many thorns. It stood abandoned and forlorn. I kept it safe, I kept it warm. It slowly started to transform. Through miracles I hardly knew, the thorns grew soft and then withdrew. Then came the leaves, and very soon what once was lost began to bloom. I never saw a finer sight, such gracious lines and hue so bright. No single thorn was to be seen. Gone was the pain that once had been.
Wow. Wow, she has a really beautiful voice, actually. I don't know if I've ever heard you sing, Lena, but I really... Oh.
Which ones do I let go of? Which ones do I fight away? We're all searching for street.
We've just run out of battery on the lamp, so got to change that over. And I've just had Rachel's song kick in the background there, which was awesome. You can tell that I was listening to it again with the kids. But right now I'm going to change this battery. Hold on a second, guys. Right, we are coming up to the end of the show. This is Vonnie Knows Time Unmasked, and this has been Women in Music Part 3. I do have one thing to say to you guys. If you guys have a favourite artist, a female artist, an ideally indie artist, can you let me know in the comments below? Let me check them out and let me see. Doesn't matter if they're not indie, a female artist. It'd be really interesting to know who you guys admire out in the music industry who is female. So please do that and let me know in the comments below. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe. This side. I think it's this side. No, it was that side last week. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and you'll get notified of next week's show. And if you hadn't had a chance to join the Facebook group, please do. So all your support is greatly appreciated, guys. I'm still a new show and we're still growing on this channel. So everything you can do, which would be subscribing, sharing the show out onto your Facebook pages or any groups that you think might be of interest, and making sure to support the artists. So any of the artists that I played today, I put their names underneath. So the artists from today are Monique Chalk, Celine Ellis, and Lena Strange Smith, and the poetry was by Janette Leclerc Law. And yeah, if you can support any of those guys, again, their names are below, or if you go to any of my social media channels, I will have tagged them before this show went out. So guys, that's all for this week. Thank you very much from Vonnie Knows and Vonnie Knows Time Unmasked. Vonnie Knows is out.
I'm not an angel. Don't expect me to